Hey, what's up and happy Sunday to you all. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton. I am continuing my pro round of the Winter Major Tournament. This is going to cover holes number 12, 13, and 14 since I stopped on hole 11 yesterday. So you'll see here 12, 13, and 14. We got eagle, birdie, eagle, so par 5, par 3, par 5. Kind of played these normal, but I think you'll be able to make some minor adjustments on hole number 13 and pick up the hole in one. Now, on this account here, I do have probably an opportunity, I would think, to get a top 3 since we have a minus 30 at the top here with a minus 24 on the tiebreaker. Now, this is my account that barely snuck in. So, I'm obviously glad that I snuck in here because I could get a top finish. As I have a minus 25, so, obviously not a good score there. Haven't really looked too far down the standings to see what other folks are doing, but I'm sure somebody will come up out of nowhere. This person right here, a minus 15 with a better score on the opening. So, like I said, I think if I can finish at a minus 30 on this account, I could possibly pick up a top 5 spot, but you just never know. At the same time, my other account that is also in Tier 3 Pro, there's already several minus 32s. There's even one person who's minus 29 after 15 holes. So both my accounts are sitting at the exact same score, but different bracket results here, so which is common. Anyways, let's go. You don't care about that. Let's go to hole number 12. Hole number 12. Obviously a couple different ways you can play this here. Just going with the Kingslayer, just trying to preserve my Kingmakers for obviously qualifying and opening round content, as I'm down to only 100 of them left. So I'm just using Kingslayers here. But, obviously you can easily take this shot with your Kingmaker or, whatever you want to do. Here we're going to go with our APOC. We're going to go with 5 top. We're going to go 3 bars to side spin to the right. I'm setting up at the plus 6 yard mark. You could utilize the extra side spin to the right if you're using a Kingslayer if you wanted to. But you'll see here, this drive is pretty simple. This is an easy wind angle to get on this hole. So there's not going to be a lot of instruction here that you haven't already seen a million times on this course. And the nice part about this wind angle is you get this perfect tailwind here, which allows you to play over this sand trap. It really gives you an excellent opportunity to pick up that Alba. Here I went with like 3.9 bars of backspin. You can see that I'm leaving the ball guide line a little bit short of the hole. About 1.5 green squares, I would guess there. 4.2 mile per hour wind, obviously lower using the Kingslayer. A little bit disappointed here. I didn't get the wind push that I was hoping to get. This would have been a nice Alba to get. Obviously, if you're in the same zone as me here, you could take just a smidge of that backspin off as you see the ball guideline, or the ball's coming in pretty nicely towards the pin. So that's hole 12. We're going to go to hole 13 here. We're going to play this one 15% at max. We're going to go 3 bars of side spin to the right, and then we're going to go with 2.5 bars of backspin. I want to go 2.5 back, 3 bars of side spin to the right. Now, the reason that I want to go 2.5 back is you're going to see here 4.5 mile per hour wind. I think that's the lowest you can get with the Kingmaker in Pro. Now, of course, this is practice mode. So when I went to go take the shot for real, they gave me like 5.6 and, 5.4. But you're going to see this is a pretty good line on this hole. But again, just like the last hole, we're leaving this one just a tad short. The ball right there was coming in dead center to the pin. So just some minor tweaks there to help you pick up a hole in one on hole number 13. I wish I had a better look at it, with the 2.5 backspin and higher wind, but I caught a case of the greats when it came to play for real. So hit a great shot on both of my accounts. Thank goodness it landed on the green. And then we go on to this hole right here. Again, very favorable wind, so I guess Playdemic must have heard people really complaining about the first 2 rounds where the winds were just brutal. Now we're getting some winds in our favor. We're going to go 2 bars of side spin to the left. Now, I would recommend here, you're seeing me play with no top spin. You could go with 1 to 1.5 bars of top spin if you would like, because we are going to leave ourselves plenty of room on the fairway to the rough line here, as you see. Of course, if we're able to pick up some extra yards, it does make shot number 2 a little bit easier. But you're going to notice here, no overpower, half a ball of curl to the left. If you decide to play with the Kingmaker or a King Slayer, you can utilize that extra side spin, and you're not going to need near as much curl to the left. You could probably go with like a quarter of a ball. But look, we leave ourselves a mile of room from the fairway to the rough line, so we could absolutely add about a bar to, like I said, a bar and a half, a top spin to be safe on this hole. Now, regardless, because of the tailwind push, we're still easily able to line up this shot. 1 bar of side spin to the left seems to be key on this hole, even when the wind is blowing aggressively to the left-hand side as it is right now at 7.5 miles per hour. I always play this one 0% at max. So, again, 0% at max here. We do hit that perfect ball, and you'll see that we come in just to the right-hand side of the hole. So even with the wind blowing from right to left at 7.5 miles an hour on our adjustment, we still come into the right-hand side. So keep that in mind. You could add a little bit more side spin to the left, or you could decide to offset to the right-hand side a little bit more. That's holes number 12, 13, and 14. I hope that you're finding the videos helpful. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up, and I'm going to continue to play out this tournament. Thanks, everybody.